Welcome back to another journey. If you're new, thanks for tuning in to the channel, where we believe that the journey is just as important as the destination. Join me at an unprecedented time, just before international travel was restricted for health and safety concerns. But I'd like to take this time to remind everyone to be considerate to your family, friends, neighbors, and even strangers. This time is a stark reminder that humanity is one race. Speak up if you see injustice, but do it with compassion, as a good deed is contagious. Incheon Airport is one of the most modern terminals that I've ever visited, using mostly self-check-in counters. For Korean Airlines Business Class passengers, there is a dedicated Aisle A premium check-in experience. However, as you can see, it was not much different in terms of efficiency versus the self-service check-in. Passengers traveling on Korean Airlines as well as partner airlines are invited to use the lounge. As you can see, the Korean Airlines Business Class lounge is a large room with very little private space. The lounge offers a shower facility, however it was quite minimal, offering little more than towels, toothbrush and toothpaste, and of course toilet paper, which these days is hard to come by. Offered a selection of breakfast items, and the staff was quick to replenish any items that were missing. This was my first time flying Korean Airlines, and I did not know what to expect, so I just took everything in stride. But I could not help but compare it to other Asian carriers. That was immediately noticeable was the fact that Korean Airlines does not have a first class anymore, and the business class is separated from a quote-unquote first class section. However, the seats were exactly the same. In reality, the larger section of the business class cabin provided more leg space than the front section in which I sat. This cabin feels a little bit dated, if I'm honest, and a 2-2-2 configuration when compared to other modern Asian carriers offering direct aisle access seats seems a bit lacking in the industry today. But the safety video was catchy, and that song was stuck in my head for days. But I guess that's why they call it K-pop. And the turbulence always seems to come when you have your food in front of you about to eat. Meal was followed by a generous serving of fruit, which was nice and refreshing. Now, some of you may have mixed opinions about the turquoise green seats, but in reality, it actually made the cabin nice and light. Now, I do have to admit that even though the seat offered a recline and lie flat function, the width of the seat left something more to be desired. It felt more like an economy seat. And since my flight was short, it was under an hour and 20 minutes, I did not have much of an issue. To summarize this journey, I thought this experience was, well, average. The hot product offering is a bit dated, and I don't really think it's competitive when compared to its other Asian rivals. I recently reviewed a 2-2-2 configuration on Qatar Airways, and I felt like it was night versus day in terms of the spaciousness of the seat. Although I will admit that on an Airbus A330, its isn't particularly wide, so the dimensions would be smaller than the Boeing 777 or the A350. The soft product was also very average, and I thought the crew were very mechanical. There didn't seem to be any genuine enthusiasm on being in the plane. Normally that would be the case if I was flying economy and I wouldn't really notice it, but of course this is different. In the end, I can't say that I would actually recommend paying for a business class flight on Korean Airlines, but also know that the airline service is vastly inconsistent, so maybe those of you watching can share your experiences. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time in the skies. Take care and stay safe out there.